In this video, I will demonstrate a speech-to-text application. While some applications, such as Dragon Professional, can work with Studio and MemoQ, we've chosen Speechnotes because it has a fully functional free version. Speechnotes is browser-based and does not currently work with CAT tools, such as Studio and MemoQ, or even the web-based version of WordFast. However, it will give you a good idea of how many of these applications function. To get started, all you have to do is go to speechnotes.co. This is the free version, and you'll notice that I'm presented with the option to upgrade. The paid version is Speechnotes Premium, which has a one-time purchase price of $9.99 and is available only for Chrome. The paid version gives you access to lifetime upgrades and unlocks a few other features. It also creates a browser extension, so you can access it quickly regardless of what website you are on. I've purchased the premium version, and I'm going to switch over to Chrome and demonstrate the app there. If it's your first time, Chrome will ask for permission to listen to your microphone. Click Allow. There's no need to download, install, or log in. To start dictating, all you have to do is click the microphone icon. On the left side of the panel, there are several icons for more user features. For example, you can change the user interface language. Languages include English, German, Spanish, French, Chinese, Russian, and several others. By clicking this icon, you can start a new document, which Speechnotes calls a session. And by clicking the folder icon, you can see previously created sessions, which are named numerically, including the date created. Every session is automatically saved on your browser. You can email your dictation, as well as upload it to Google Drive, or download it as a text file or a Word document. Finally, you can also print the dictation. Notice that on the right panel, there is a list of voice commands. These are also clickable. Clicking a punctuation command or mark will add the mark right after the dictated speech, even if buffered speech is still being processed. Now let's see an example of speech-to-text in action, using the beginning phrases from the children's story Ali Baba and the 40 Thieves. In a town in Persia, there lived two brothers, one named Qasim, the other Ali Baba. New line. Qasim was married to a rich wife and lived in plenty, while Ali Baba had to maintain his wife and children by cutting wood in a neighboring forest and selling it in the town. There's an example of speech-to-text using English. Notice that the speech-to-text software did a pretty good job, although it did not recognize Qasim as a proper noun and capitalize it. But for the most part, it got the spelling correct. One nice feature is that Speechnotes supports dictation in several languages. All you need to do is click the language desired from the drop-down menu. Let's test two languages, Spanish and French. I'm going to go ahead and create a new document for each language. So I'll click the icon for a new session. Then from the drop-down menu, I choose the language I want. In this case, Spanish. I'll choose Spanish, United States. I'm going to read a few lines from the Spanish version of Ali Baba and the 40 Thieves. You'll notice I will speak punctuation and other actions. Hace mucho tiempo, en una ciudad persa, vivieron dos hermanos huérfanos muy pobres. El mayor se llamaba Qasim y el menor Ali Baba. Nueva línea. Qasim, que era ambicioso pero poco trabajador, se las ingenió para casarse con una joven de buena posición. Punto. Nueva línea. Alibaba prefirió llevar una vida menos ambiciosa y vivir de su trabajo, coma. Así que se dedicó a ser leñador. Punto. You'll notice that it did a fairly good job of interpreting my speech into text, although the proper noun Kasim it did not recognize either of the two times that I said it. Very often you'll find that this Speechnotes does make a few spelling mistakes regardless of what language you're using, and that you have to go back and make a few corrections here and there. But for the most part, it does a pretty good job. Now I'll create a new session and switch my input language to French. Il y avait une fois, virgule, dans une ville de Perse, virgule, deux frères nommés Cassim et Ali Baba. Point. Cassim était riche, tandis qu'Ali Baba était pauvre. Point. Pour gagner sa vie et celle de ses enfants, virgule, il allait couper du bois dans la forêt voisine, virgule, et le ramener à la ville, virgule, pour le vendre, virgule, chargé sur 3 ânes qui constituaient toute sa fortune. Point. You'll see that it did a fairly good job. It even got the proper nouns correct, except when I said tandis qu'Ali Baba. It didn't quite get that. It didn't get nommé, deux frères nommés, Cassim et Ali Baba, nommé, named, and that could have been my pronunciation. It also did not get the imperfect form of the verb ramener, and once again that could have been my pronunciation. And it didn't quite get the correct form of constituer that I said either, the plural form, and once again that might have been my pronunciation. But it did a fairly good job, and what is common with a lot of these speech-to-text applications is that you have to go back and make corrections. But for the most part, translators find that the time that it saves them in creating the text for them in the applications they use, such as Trados Studio or MemoQ, the corrections that they have to make are fairly minimal compared to the time that is saved. As I mentioned previously, Speechnotes is not currently able to be integrated into Studio or MemoQ, as Nuance's Dragon software is, but this gives you an idea of how many of these applications work.